Hi everybody, it's Lynnea, and I'm going to be sharing the entire autumn release from Miss Ink Stamps with you today. So this release features a bunch of stamp sets as well as some stencils. There are 7 new stamp sets, as well as 5 new stencils and 1 new stencil set. So let's get started looking at the first stamp set. The first one is Big Mugs. This is a 3x4 stamp set. There's one adorable little gnome image, and there are also 6 sentiments to go along with him. I love that his beard kind of tucks into the mug and spills back out. I think that that's just so adorable. And all of these little, you're going to see more gnomes in this release. They're all just so cute with their little noses. I love them. Okay, next one is Pumpkin Spice Latte. This one is a 4x4 stamp set, and this one features 1 image and 1 sentiment. So this is a larger image. There's a big pumpkin with some leaves, and then the big mug and the gnome, and I love the details, right down to the cinnamon stick and the little coffee beans. And the sentiment reads, wishing you pumpkin spice and everything nice. This is another really, really cute one. The next one is Coffee Gnomes. This one is another 4x4 stamp set. This stamp set features 2 adorable little gnome images as well as 2 coordinating sentiments. I love these little gnomes. They almost remind me of like they just woke up and they're still in their jammies. I love that there's a bunch of different ways that you could color these little guys. And the sentiments read, may your coffee kick in before reality does, and you are the coffee to my morning. Really, really cute. Next up is another 4x4 stamp set. This one is the most versatile stamp set I think I've ever used. This one's called Pumpkin Spice. There are 2 large script sentiments, the pumpkin and the spice, and there are a bunch of little coordinating sentiments. So you can make pretty much anything pumpkin spicy that you would like to say. You can have a pumpkin spice kind of day, whatever spices your pumpkin. You had me at pumpkin spice and everything nice. Pumpkin spice is always a good idea. 'Tis the season for pumpkin spice. You get the idea. Really, there are endless combinations for all of your pumpkin spice sentiments. The next one is Fall Bouquet. This is the 4x6 stamp set for this release. This features 1 large bouquet image, and then there's the little stems. And then there are also 7 little coordinating sentiments. I love this bouquet because in the background there are little leaves poking out, but I think that if you colored them in greens, you could transform them and make them look like leaves in the background instead of, like traditional spring leaves instead of autumn leaves. So I think that that would be a really good idea to make this stamp set versatile for all kinds of different seasons. The Beautiful Destination stamp set is a 4x8 stamp set. There are 2 images and 3 sentiments. So the images, the one is just the mountain scene, and then the rest have the rocky path and the little trees, the flowers and everything. That's all one big stamp. So this is perfect for making slimline cards, A2 cards, everything in between. You're going to be able to make easy scenes. There's little to really no masking because you can just stamp those mountains right behind the tree line, and you're going to have a really awesome scene pretty much ready to go. And then you can add one of these amazing scripty sentiments on top and have a clean and simple card. Or there are lots of other images in the Miss Ink Stamps line that you could go and put with this, including some of these little gnomes. The last stamp set is a 6x8 stamp set, and I think that these gnomes in particular would be great to go with that Beautiful Destination stamp set from before. This one doesn't have any sentiments, but instead there are just a bunch of little gnomes and their little kind of coordinating habitats to build a whole scene. So there's a large pumpkin house image, there's some mushrooms, there's little rocks and pebbles to build a walkway. Super cute. Alrighty, next up let's look at the stencils for this release. So there are a few geometric pattern ones, starting with this one. I love the overlap. It's very retro to me. I think you could do some rainbow ink blending and have a kind of disco-y vibe. This next one reminds me of stained glass. I think it's so pretty with those flowers kind of nested inside of those little squares. So this one is kind of like a lacy flower, and there are two of the same pattern in this release, but the one has the focal point of the flower in the center. The other one has it kind of down off to the bottom corner, and you can use both sides of that stencil, so you can have it be in the bottom left or the bottom right corner. These next two would be perfect for the previously released Alice collection. I love this keyhole background stencil. It's so fun and so perfect. And then this next one is actually a 2-pack of stencils. So you're going to see as I pull these out here, there are 2 stencils with 2 large keyholes in the center. One is bigger and one is smaller, but even the smaller one is still big enough to be definitely a focal point on your card. And then it has the little pieces to nest inside so you can do easy masking. I have the ideas of kind of nesting these together, so if you stencil one and then add the smaller one over the top, you could have a keyhole within a keyhole, and then you could do the same thing even for the masking pieces. So there's really a lot of possibilities with these 2 stencils. You can mask and have like a little outline. I think it would be really fun to use these. So that is the autumn release from Miss Ink Stamps in its entirety. Everything is available in the Miss Ink shop right now. So I will leave that link down below in the video description. Happy shopping to all of you. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you next time. Bye.